It provokes us. It inspires us. It stirs our imagination, feeds our creativity, and sets us in motion. It takes us places we never thought possible. It is freedom, experimentation, pain, and joy. It soothes the weary and offers us hope, touches our very souls. It breaks new ground, breaks down walls, and brings us together. Art connects us with ourselves and drives us forward, telling our stories and giving us voice. Art shows us who we are. Arts are part of us all. It provokes us. It inspires us. It stirs our imagination, feeds our creativity, and sets us in motion. It takes us places we never thought possible. It is freedom, experimentation, pain, and joy. It creates new myths and reinvents old ones. It soothes the weary and offers us hope, touches our very souls. It breaks new ground, breaks down walls, and brings us together. Art connects us with ourselves and drives us forward, telling our stories and giving us voice. Art shows us who we are. Arts are part of us all. It provokes us. It inspires us. It stirs our imagination, feeds our creativity, and sets us in motion. It takes us places we never thought possible. It is freedom, experimentation, pain, and joy. It creates new myths and reinvents old ones. It soothes the weary and offers us hope, touches our very souls. It breaks new ground, breaks down walls, and brings us together. Art connects us with ourselves and drives us forward, telling our stories and giving us voice. Art shows us who we are. Arts are part of us all. It provokes us. It inspires us. It stirs our imagination, feeds our creativity, and sets us in motion. It takes us places we never thought possible. It is freedom, experimentation, pain, and joy. It creates new myths and reinvents old ones. It soothes the weary and offers us hope, touches our very souls. It breaks new ground, breaks down walls, and brings us together. Art connects us with ourselves and drives us forward, telling our stories and giving us voice. Art shows us who we are. Arts are part of us all. It provokes us. It inspires us. It stirs our imagination, feeds our creativity, and sets us in motion. It takes us places we never thought possible. It is freedom, experimentation, pain, and joy. It creates new myths and reinvents old ones. It soothes the weary and offers us hope, touches our very souls. It breaks new ground, breaks down walls, and brings us together. Art connects us with ourselves and drives us forward, telling our stories and giving us voice. Art shows us who we are. Arts are part of us all. It provokes us. It inspires us. It stirs our imagination, feeds our creativity, and sets us in motion. It takes us places we never thought possible. It is freedom, experimentation, pain, and joy. It creates new myths and reinvents old ones. It soothes the weary and offers us hope, touches our very souls. It breaks new ground, breaks down walls, and brings us together. Art connects us with ourselves and drives us forward, telling our stories and giving us voice. Art shows us who we are. Arts are part of us all.
Hi everyone, Simgaget Sigidamanak Giwit. My name's Melanie Mark, my Niska name's Lahaikwaskak, and I'm so proud to be the Minister for Tourism, Arts, Culture and Sport here in British Columbia. Just want to acknowledge that I'm sending greetings from the traditional territory of the Musqueam, Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh Nations, and to acknowledge the territory that you're participating from. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to take part in your virtual ceremony. Thank you for the work that you do in contemporary arts. Our arts are vital to our cultural identity and sense of belonging. I know that it's been a very, very challenging time to have to adjust and navigate our way through this global health crisis. But more than ever, we need to have that sense of release and expression, and I hope that you have a fabulous time celebrating the Vancouver International Dance Festival. Keep shining, keep doing what you do. We need you more than ever. Congratulations and enjoy the performances.
Dear, why don't you try walking for us? Just try walking. It'll help the baby come down. Huh? walk right now. I don't think I can walk right now. Oh, I don't think I can walk right now. Oh. Oh. One last push. Come on. Come on. Come on. When I was born, the nurse said, this girl's got thighs like a football player. My South African granny came running up to the hospital. Papa, I'm going up to the hospital. Watch the house, eh? She looked at me and said, that child's very fair. My Irish-Canadian mother said, well, I can't help it if you people have a lot of white blood in you. I think so too. Yeah. It was funny. Yeah. Maybe. Do you think? I really think so. Yeah. Jade. We had been flirting for months in art class. One day, I decided to invite him back to my house after school. When we opened the door to my BC housing complex, displaying my large family inside, Jade began to look uncomfortable. The complexion of this tall, blonde-haired, blue-eyed hippie from Nelson began to take on a pallor of green. My tall white mother was at her usual post in the kitchen, washing dishes and wearing a Bob Marley t-shirt. My three little brothers, ages 7, 4, and 1, were playing, their hair in various stages of brushed out, braided, and growing straight upward. My mother, who's always had a knack for sniffing out bullshit, offered Jade a seat. He scanned around the room for an empty chair. And then receded back into it, all eyes and sinews. Just then, my Rastafarian stepfather came through the front door. That was the last straw. Jade looked positively afraid. My mother asked him about himself, and he stood up saying, well, I'm originally from Nelson, but I think I'm needed home for dinner right about now. Jade began to make his way towards the front door. Coolly at first. And then he was gone in a flash. In my youthful state, I didn't know what had happened. Only that the first seeds of love had been killed before they even had a chance to grow. 11th Avenue and Alma Street. The pride and joy of the Landers family on one of the busiest streets in the city. Bus stop outside the front door to take my grandmother and I up to St. Philip's Anglican Church on Sundays and down to the Army and Navy department store and Jackson's Meats on Saturdays. The year is 1986, the year of Expo. The Landers family are landowners. That is the distinguishing factor of the colored people of Cape Town, South Africa. Indeed, it is the crux upon which my dark-skinned grandmother's life has depended. Her grandmother was white, and so she had a colored card during the apartheid regime, spoke Afrikaans, lived in the city, and above all, owned property. He who holds the land holds the power. Her legs set apart, her bosom heaved front and center, her straight-haired wig on just so. At just such a moment, my Muslim Cape Malay grandfather would come shuffling into the room. He had fought in World War II on the side of the Allies for South Africa, who in turn were fighting for England. His colored unit were captured by the infamous Nazi General Rommel, the Desert Fox in North Africa, where they nearly died of thirst. He told my mother he was extra angry because after returning home from fighting against fascism, the thanks they got was apartheid. But he also got my father after many years of trying to become pregnant. My grandmother said her womb had been flipped upside down after too many years making the bricks for her properties with her bare hands. She said a special doctor in South Africa had to turn her womb right side up again. Joseph Landers stuttered, and he would shuffle past his black Christian wife and say, bloody Christians, bloody black bastards, you want to find the devil? Look in the church. Futsekyo, I don't have to be quiet. Oh, the love in that family. Turn to the right, grapevine to the left, pull up, ball changes, hip hits to the front, box steps, can you do the can you do the can you do the can. Josephine Baker falls to the front and finish. In the upper room where Jesus walked. Marion, look up unto the hills from whence cometh your help. Marion, money isn't everything, but if you don't have it, you sit in shit street. white man is a very strange man. He doesn't think that your children need to eat too. Strap me in. Use your muscles. Pull harder. I don't know where you got that body from, man. Not from me. Your backside is like a dressing table. You can put your things on it. And your bust, you flat as a surfboard. My mother calls it Table Mountain. It is my graduating year of high school, and I am at the Go Ballet Academy. I have left my old school after so many years and so many letters home. Marion is a very pretty girl and could no doubt have a career on stage, in musical theater, or on TV. A proper diet could help maintain her weight. All of this was code for Marion's big booty and thighs will never grace the stages of a ballet company. I worked tirelessly at the Go Ballet. And when Mr. Go comes in to inspect us, he indicates towards my behind and says, "Mix more, mix more." I squeeze, but my booty never gets any smaller. My mother is now firmly entrenched in her new relationship with my stepfather, Jacob. The Landers family is up in arms, and they gather in their living room to decide what action to take. Ruben? What are you going to do now that Tabitha's gone and married that man with the bag on his head? Not only that, I'm pretty sure they're smoking marijuana. And they're having all those children. They're using Marion for a nurse. She needs to be living here. You ought to get custody. My father, for whom anger was always a ready emotion, would have smoke coming out of his ears, and he would yell at my grandmother, "Futsekyo, hoya Montrose!" Both of these translated to, "Shut your mouth," in Afrikaans, which they all spoke to each other. Then they turned and spoke English to me. My father was always happiest playing jazz on the piano. And sometimes he would beat out a township rhythm. And I would sit in the music room and listen to him play for hours. I didn't understand music, but I understood dance, and so we had something in common. I am dancing with the Afro-Brazilians. My grandmother has invited her white South African friend Sheila to the performance, not knowing what to expect. Sheila, I think Marion's doing this dancing, you know, because she wants to be like us. But she doesn't realize we're not like this, man. In the dead of winter, and the winter of her life, my grandmother, Rose Landers, is unraveling 95 years of experience. My father has died of alcoholism, racism, sexism. They call it cancer. My grandfather is long gone. She wanders down the hall of the biggest, finest home we have ever owned, and she bangs on my door. Yes. You living off the fat of the land. You living in the lap of luxury that I have built. And you've willingly gone and made your children black. And they're going to look like me. And they're going to suffer. And you don't care, because you don't know what it means to be black. Indeed, she is the oldest of 8 children, born to a half-African, half-European mother and a Xhosa father in a country rife with racism that would eventually make it law to divide the races. Her father, Solomon, was a talented pianist. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ooh. Whose job it was to demonstrate on the pianos in the largest music store in Cape Town for wealthy patrons to come and buy. Her last memories of him are at 4 years of age, sitting by his feet while he played the piano in her white grandmother's home where she was raised. Later, she remembers how her mother would take her down to the police station to try to get some child support. What is a pretty colored woman like yourself doing, messing around with these Kafirs? And now you want me to find him? When these natives disappear, no one can find them because they all look alike. My water is broken. My head is swimming. History is repeating itself. My only hope is that my unborn child will stay inside my womb a little longer so as not to be born too premature, to survive. My mother pulls my grandmother away from my door. Rose, that's enough. Don't stress Marion out anymore. She's trying to keep the baby in a little longer. Leave that racist South African bullshit behind. Don't take it into the next generation. My two children, Solomon and Bilal, keep my grandmother alive another 8 years. She is almost 103 years old. And when we arrive at the care home, she announces, "This is my granddaughter. And these are my great-grandchildren." She went and made them black like me. Solly loves to climb up on her big bosom, and they smile at each other, their big, wide African smiles. She got one dark one and one light one. And that little one is very cheeky, huh? Ooh. She is dying. First, she does not eat. Then she does not drink. "What's the weather like outside?" she says, over and over. "What's the weather like outside?" she says, over and over. "I think we have done our best," she says, over and over. I pull the curtains back. "It's nice outside," I say. "Yes, we have done our best."